Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. I hope everybody is doing well. It turns out that the U.S. boarded a ship heading from China to Iran. This ship was several hundred miles off the coast of Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean. This happened last month, and they seized military-related articles headed to Iran from China. This was a rare interdiction operation aimed at preventing the Islamic Republic from rebuilding its nuclear and long-range missile capabilities destroyed by Israel and the United States during the conflict in June. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. That's a big escalation. There's been a lot going on lately that looks pretty ominous. And then we had this 6.7 quake here. This happened really right at the exact same spot that we saw the larger quake previously. Again, this is just south of the North Island of Hokkaido in Japan. And as you can see, there's 4 quakes here in this area. If we roll this out and look at the last 7 days, 26 quakes. And if we roll it out to 30 days, you'll see 52, including that 7.6. So we're still sending prayers over in that direction, that we are not really seeing something bigger building. Now, the KP index is at 5. That's a minor geomagnetic storm right now, but actually sunspot's very, very quiet. And as we see here, we have actually propane shortages during the cold outbreak trigger state of emergency in New Jersey. More cold weather coming. It's going to be quite a cold snap coming on down again from the Arctic into the United States. So I hope everybody is bundled up over there. Meanwhile, in Brazil, you have a devastating cyclone that has cost lives and a lot of property damage. This is Sao Paulo. Massive destruction. You could see, again, you see the house here. It looks like they have a horse in the back. We send our prayers to everybody that's going through this. I've seen reports saying up to 1.5 million people lost power during this tropical cyclone. And over here, when we look over to the U.S., we see entire towns underwater as we have historic floods ongoing. What we're witnessing all around the world, many people are talking about mudflood. And in Washington, where the flooding has been just incredible, U.S. Coast Guard airlift 4 people amid this historic flooding situation that's ongoing. The situation in Iran, we've talked about before with the giant sinkholes. Well, how about Turkey? This is over in Turkey. You have hundreds of massive sinkholes that have opened up in the farmland area of Turkey. And, the same situation is going on in Iran as well. There's, I think, more than one thing going on when we're looking at this. One thing I never see any officials talking about is the fact that the Earth is actually expanding. Although when you see these perfectly circular holes, you really got to wonder what is really causing this. How about what's causing this? This is Sedona, Arizona. Yes, absolutely. A very beautiful, magical place. Great vibes there. And vortexes. Absolutely. You'll see trees that are totally twisted. But here you have what looks to be a double sunset with some interesting reflective activity going on because, again, looks like the sun's setting over there. But if it is, what's this and the sun above it doing? Oh, it's crazy. A growing number of people are awakening from a long historical amnesia, realizing that what we know is only a shadow of truth. Like, why are they building all these buildings in Washington, D.C., for instance, as if they were intended for giants, literally 12, 16 foot tall or even better? Why? Why build them like that? Is that just about grandeur and ego? We know politicians have big ego, but why do you need doorways that are 30 feet tall? And then when we see some depictions, this is America according to a 1671 atlas. Wait a minute. What are these? Are these little demons or are these people? And if these are people, these are giants. And that looks like some sort of dragon. It's a fascinating road to go down. And when we finally get a photo that shows the actual sky, you see there's airships up in the sky. And, these old photographs don't always show anything in the sky, but they always seem to be kind of blurred out. Well, there was a clear one. In case you didn't know, there's a 5,400-year-old earthwork complex in Louisiana, older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, built by people who they say didn't farm, live in cities, didn't have elites, and the whole tradition disappears. Mound lore is a good person to look at in case you don't know them on X. They've done a good job just today. They were posting a bunch of interesting posts, again, questioning what's really going on here. Now, we ourselves went to Poverty Point and we did a video from there, but this is not Poverty Point. It's not too far from it. Again, this is close to Monroe, Louisiana, and this is Watson's Break. It's just another one. In reality, there is a series of these amazing earthworks that show that, man, we don't know. We truly do not know what our history was. And this extends all through Louisiana, Mississippi, and up into Arkansas as well. And you keep going back and looking at these photos, maybe for a second time, now that we're familiar with the concept that our history is not what they tell us. And you start wondering about things like, wait a minute, are these people actually normal-sized people here and these are giants up there? Was this depiction just simply, again, trying to make the royalty and the royal guards just much bigger looking than everybody else? What's really going on there? Or, is there maybe the case that the royalty really was giants? Well, this is in Scotland. Does this look natural to you? Does this look natural to you? Again, we could go into science books and we'll find terminology that will explain away just about everything, from red sprites to, all sorts of other natural phenomena. But when you look farther back in history, you may find that it wasn't always saying what it says now if you go back far enough. This, by the way, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904, World's Fair. What a beautiful, beautiful building. Why in the world would they ever tear it down? And who would ever believe this was just a temporary building? What, it was made out of styrofoam? I don't think so. As you look at this teamwork, the male ego passing his prey to his female, she catches it midair. Yeah, sometimes I get the feeling that this is what some other types of beings are doing with us here on planet Earth. As always, guys, we thank you for your support. We invite you to join us on Patreon. Exclusives up over there each week. And if you do need to have your Vedic astrology chart read, if you need energy work, or just some life coaching, you could always reach us at evolutionaryenergyarts@gmail.com. All the information's on every video. Source bless and namaste.